U2S Media.
Welcome to another dope episode of Up to Something. We your host, Trapper D God.
Still Bixby.
And like always, we here to give you the real.
But as we always do, and it's gonna be forever, we gotta introduce our engineer, Pablo.
Barbissimo.
A.K.A. Trap.Teasy. A.K.A. What up, Teasy?
What's good,
Can't
call it.
Hey, like I said, y'all been getting a lot of special from Teasy because as you can see, this is another podcast without him having his mask on.
Bro, I was debating on putting on that.
Shout outs to this nigga, bro, for not wearing the mask.
For sure that. Y'all get to see his beautiful face.
Exactly.
Hey, what we got running, man? What we got?
Hey, man, we back, man. Like always, we finna give y'all that dope shit, and we're gonna give you the real shit, like always, man. Hey, we finna start off with sports, man, because, you know, that's always our swagger to do. We like to keep in touch with everything going on. Shout out to the playoffs that's going on right now, man. We've been having a lot of injuries, and, you know, so people were suspecting that it wasn't going to be as good due to the injuries, and all the top teams that's usually at the top are not in it. There's 4 teams that barely even make it to the finals are in the chase for the finals. Shout out Atlanta.
You got 2 teams that never made it to the finals, ever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shout out Atlanta, shout out Clippers, shout out the Suns, and shout out the Bucks.
For sure. And it's crazy shit, bro. Like all of the top teams, Bron gone. You know, like people thought it was gonna be a cakewalk for KD, Harden, and Kyrie. But you know, look at the high power, man. You can't control what's gonna happen, you know, in the future. So they gone. You know what I mean? You got the shit. Like I don't understand why the Suns are an underdog when they was the top of the Western Conference all year. I don't know why that's such a big surprise. You know what I mean? But now, even with, like, I even heard something today about the Clippers, bro. Like, shit, even Kawhi Leonard, like, he has a questionable ACL situation. Yeah. So you don't know if it's going to be a tear, you don't know if it's going to be a bruise. So he might be out for the rest of the playoffs as well.
Exactly.
Man, like I ain't gonna lie, this probably been the best playoffs I've seen, like, as far as, like, not knowing what's going to happen in a long time, man.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot of people saying too is that you know, he's not going to be here. He's not going to make it back in time for the finals because of the injury. And we know that Kawhi is injury prone. He's an injury prone player, and it's always with his legs. So that's why you know, he's not afraid to keep himself out. You know what I'm saying? Back when he was with San Antonio, the team thought he should come back, but he himself didn't think he was ready, and he didn't play for a whole season, 19 games that season. So, yes, and to follow that, Chris Paul is out due to protocol for the COVID. They're saying he's supposed to make it back Thursday, but they don't know for sure. Yeah.
They say
and while we talking about that, I don't know if y'all got to see the game of the Suns versus the Clipper game too, but it ended in spectacular fashion with an alley-oop dunk from the out-of-bounds line.
Inbound alley-oop. Yeah, that was hard, man.
It was gangster, and them young boys came to play, man. Cameron Payne, shout out to him. Devin Booker didn't have a good game, but he set the most important pick of the game, what got them Aiden free to be able to do the dunk. Aiden had a monstrous game with 20 and 14, you know what I'm saying? So I'm loving it. And, you know, I'm glad you brought it up because, you know, I'm going to put this out here right now. I was one of the few people that was on the Suns bandwagon before everybody else jumped. Since the bubble, I was telling people that they was already doing good. But when they added Chris Paul, I told them, and he works perfect for Aiden because the pick and roll is what they're best at. So, and I put out a tweet. I put out a Facebook message, and I did it on my Snapchat asking, is this Chris Paul's year? Because I felt like it was, and everybody shot it down, talking about LeBron or the Bucks or the Nets. And I was like, man, these young boys hungry. Look at Utah. Look at the Suns. You know what I'm saying? These young boys, even with Dallas was happening good. Like these young boys coming to play. Luka averaging almost 40 points during the series, triple double. So like these young boys saying it's our turn. You know what I'm saying?
Dame Dollar, goddamn Dame Dollar.
Hey, now that you say that, I don't think Dame Dollar gonna stay in Portland. Now, I know he was talking all that big boy shit about how he'll be faithful to the team, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hey, man, and while we on sports, man, I want to bring up some black excellence, some black greatness. You know what I mean? Some black history now. You feel me? Sha'Carri Richardson, man. Shout out to you, baby, man. You did your thing.
Shout out to that queen.
Definitely.
She's one of the youngest with the records that she set with the 100 meter. You know what I mean? 10.72 seconds in the 100 meter. You know what I mean? That made her the sixth fastest of all time in the 100 meter, but it also made her the fourth fastest woman in history.
Oh shit! That's all. She's already on GOAT level.
Yeah, man. So I just want to send a shout out to her. Honorable mention, man. We see you, baby.
Honorable mention.
Keep doing your thing. We made you the U2S Beauty of the Week. We love you, sweetie. You know what I mean? Black history, black excellence, baby.
Exactly. And shout out to Simone Biles, Biles. I hate that. She had won her. She won more golds too, so that makes her one of the most female with golds in the Olympics too. So shout out to her too.
You talking about the gymnast?
Yeah, the gymnast. Yeah. She broke records too. And for a little tidbit, this how you know black people are excellent. She had a goat on her shoulder while she was doing it. Shout out to that.
Sheesh. I heard that, man. That's what's up. Hey, bro. Like, okay. Let's move. Like, we did the uplifting thing, so we got to kind of go into like a situation that's been happening, but we never got a chance to talk about it, man. We never got a chance to give our perspective on it. It's old now, but it's so serious because how the situation happened. Okay, the Meg Thee Stallion situation, man. Okay, I know this happened last year, but she was allegedly shot by Tory Lanez. On a wild drunken night, a wild drunken day in Hollywood, somewhere in a rich ass neighborhood. Okay,
leaving a Kylie party,
leaving a Kardashian party. No, you got to say Kardashian. Yeah,
Kardashian. Let's throw that out there because they've been known to fuck up some black people's lives. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just throwing that out there.
The Black Widows, if you will.
They've been known to fuck up a nigga life.
Okay, like how did y'all feel about that situation, man? Give y'all perspective on it. And first off, do you think Tory Lanez shot her? And second of all, like, how do you think should go? Like, what's going on with like all the stuff that came out about it? Like, who do you believe?
I'm gonna let Pablo go first on this.
About the whole situation. I mean,
no. First off, do you think he did it?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Honestly, it's hard to say. There was somebody else with them, right?
There was two other people with him.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I honestly, let's just say this. Honestly, I don't think he did it. I think probably one of his mans or somebody got hot, like
security or somebody
tripping. You know what I'm saying? And shot got fired. So honestly, I don't think he did it, bro. But I don't. Like I said, I don't know Tory Lanez. I don't know if he a hothead. You know what I'm saying? Thinking rationally and just off emotions or whatnot, and made a mistake and actually shot her. But as for what I feel, I don't think he did it, bro.
Okay, that's your perspective, bro. How you feel, Tuffy?
With me, I'm the same way. I don't think he did it intentionally. Like, and I don't think that it was like he was trying to injure Meg intentionally. I think we done seen it where somebody done dropped the gun, it done misfired, shot off, and because she got shot in the heel of her foot. We got to throw that out there too. It wasn't like she got shot in her back or something like that. She got shot, and I don't even know if she got shot or if the bullet and the fragments got injected into her feet. I'm not really sure on the cases, but I think that's what it was. So me personally, I don't think that he intentionally tried to shoot her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So I'll give my perspective. Like it's a lot of shit that has came out, and it's been like, is it going on a year? Has it been over a year yet?
I believe so.
Like, I think it's coming up on a year, if not about to be over. I think it's not been a year yet. I think it's coming up on a year though.
Shit, that's the shit I'm saying. Like you have multiple witnesses. You got the police all into it. Like, why would it even be taking this long? If he really shot her, bro, they would have had evidence. I think this shit would have been over with already.
Yeah.
Like why drag some shit that you supposedly got evidence of? Like they showed a foot. It didn't look like a gunshot wound. You know what I mean? They're saying that her back was turned, so it's impossible to even see who is shooting.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
You got you got broken glass, you know, in the situation, and you step on broken glass. If you got shot under your foot, you know what I mean, on the side, like that just makes sense. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, she's a black queen right now, and we don't know right now. We don't know yes or no. So I'm just stay in the middle, man, because I'm gonna feel real fucked up, because you know, like, it's a fucked up situation that a black man shoot a black woman. You know what I mean? And that just out there, and you know, of course, that it looks bad on us as a people.
Time the fuck out,
bro.
You cannot stay in the middle, bro.
I ain't stop you when you did your
I
thing.
know about stopping, but you can't do I'ma stay in the middle with it. You got it, just like you told me. Did you think he did it or not, bro?
Okay. In the beginning, I thought he did it. I don't think he did it now.
Okay.
Respect.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
I don't think he did it now, because if he would have did that shit, he would have been done already. It's been
definitely,
over a year.
I feel that too.
That's
it definitely
shooting, bro. All the evidence right there. I guarantee the gun was still there. Like, all the little yellow 1, 2, 3, all the little bullets.
Oh yeah. All that.
That should have been over. This man out here making new songs and shit. Dropped the album during this shit. Like, this man wouldn't have did all of this shit if he shot somebody, man.
Yeah, he made a whole album pretty much talking about to justify himself that he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? Like, and another. This is like my strongest point. You know, in this case, I'm looking like a lawyer right now, but I'm not a lawyer. Man. Like, the baby just did a song with Tory Lanez, man. Do you know how tight? You know, like the baby and Metastat made each other hot, man. You know, they was on every album. Each other was on each other's song at least 1 or 2 times, bro. And if they that tight, and the baby gonna make a song with Tory Lanez, it's either a money situation or he might know something about the Tory Lanez shit. He didn't want to talk to Tory Lanez about the shit, and the shit just didn't add up.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what kind of happened with the baby situation. It's like he was a prisoner of the moment, like everybody else was. Oh my goodness, a black man shot a black woman. What kind of nigga would do that? And you know, and I feel like he only had her side of the story because he made the songs with her first. So of course she's gonna tell her side of the story. He's gonna feel for her, you know, because and then but then it's like he even said in his Twitter, he's like, I went over there, we had a conversation. I told him the same thing I told you. And you know what I'm saying? But something must have made him feel what Tory Lanez told him, that, okay, man, maybe you didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you know what? I'm still going to do business with you, because at the end of the day, people care about their money. You know what I'm saying? Tory Lanez is still hot. He's still, the song with him and Baby, #1 right now, YouTube and all that stuff like that. So I feel like, and like, when people gonna still get their money, people not gonna go out here and get this money. You know what I'm saying?
Say you got a family to feed, man. He the head of the household, man.
Yeah, man. And I know some people will be like, oh, he could have made money with other people, but I feel like this in the beginning when the story first broke out we too quick to counsel and condemn people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's let the facts get out before we just quick to go counseling, you know what I'm saying, and just cut people off, man. We as a culture got to cut that shit out. I feel like we, the black people, are quick to do that shit. We quick to just want to counsel motherfucker, and it's always our own people. We ain't quick to counsel these white folks, but we'll come and counsel a black person quick as shit.
The mouthful of them, bro. And certain things that you condemn people for could like you'll never see that person the same way again, man. Even if they are innocent, bro.
Yeah.
People don't think about that. Like certain things that get put on people and their reputation, that shit will never come up. That you all, even though you can come out and say, "Oh, it never happened," you always gonna see them as that a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's fucked up.
Yeah, definitely.
If you didn't do it, you know what I mean? And she's still going with this shit. You know what I mean? Her best friend was in the car, you know, and some security dude. Her best friend, like her and her best friend started beefing. Her best friend started beefing with her over this situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Weird,
and I think that's what makes
speaks a lot, bro.
Exactly. And I was just about to say that speaks a lot, man. That'll have people faltering and on the line about whether or not they believe you or not.
She made a diss song, bro.
Yeah, I know. I know she dropped a diss track. You know what I'm saying? And to add on to the beef with Baby, you know, Meg, she, you know, after that whole thing, she went and jumped in a relationship with Party or Paradise Fontaine. He's a rapper out of up north, and he came and started taking shots at the Baby too about it and telling her name. But I feel like, what else is he supposed to do? That's your girl, so you gonna ride for her whether she right or wrong. You know, you just gonna do it.
Are you?
I was thinking.
Wait, he is. Let me say that he's gonna ride with her. Right?
Okay, because
right is right and wrong is wrong, man. I need to know. God damn it.
Yeah, very true. But we different kind of niggas.
Exactly.
So, we gonna keep it real no matter what. I don't care if you're married or not. Man. If you ain't, because clearly you ain't keeping it real with me. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man.
So like on that, what's on it. But shout out to both of them, man. I hope, you know, the court, they still got to go to court. It's not like the court thing over with. It's just taking time to get all the evidence together and stuff. You know how long these court cases take. So, you know, blessings to them because, like I said, COVID. Yeah, and COVID slowed things down. But they still black, man. So you want blessings on everybody in the situation, man. All right, what's next?
All right, man. We had a little switch out. So y'all want to get to the meat of the situation, or y'all want to still keep it light for a sec?
Yeah, keep it light for a little bit longer.
Okay, so we're gonna keep it light. I guess we'll go with the Juneteenth situation, man. How do y'all feel about the Juneteenth? It ain't light, but it's lighter than, you know, what else can go.
No, I feel you. How
do y'all feel about the Juneteenth situation, man? We there's a lot of you know, stirs and talks about the whole situation, you know what I mean, which makes perfect sense, you know what I mean? You have a lot of people that's happy and that's glorifying the situation because, you know, of course, Juneteenth became a national holiday, okay? Then you have the other side, which feels that, you know, like we should have got, it's way more other things that should have got signed as a bill, you know what I mean, than Juneteenth, like systemic racism, you know what I mean, a hate bill for African Americans, poverty, you know what I mean, all kind of things that could have happened, but they gave us a national holiday. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, it's very important because it's the day the slaves got freed, and you know what I mean, that was very important for us. We've been able to do what we're doing right now if that never happened. So it is very important. But like, give me your perspective on that. How y'all feel about it, man?
You go ahead, Trap.
Oh, okay. Well, with mine, it's like this. Like, there's a pecking order to shit, man. And I feel like the Juneteenth is not at the top of the pecking order of things that's really important to us. But like you said, with all the things going on, we just coming off the Black Lives Matter stuff and all these things. And then, you know, we rah-rahing for Biden to be in office, him and Kamala Harris, and they decide that they want to go get the Juneteenth sign. But yeah, but no, not even the first thing. The first thing they do is they had to stop hate Asian crime. That came before the Juneteenth thing.
The first thing they did for us.
Yeah, for us. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they done went and got, they how you could sign a bill for hate Asian crime when hate Asian crime ain't been going on as long as black hate crimes in America. So I feel like I always say about the government, they give us a little crumbs and people get happy about the little crumbs that they give us, and they still over here feasting on the real meal. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yep. So that's how I feel about it.
What'd you say, Steve? What you say?
To be honest with you, when I first heard Juneteenth, I ain't know what the fuck a Juneteenth was, bro. So clearly, shit wasn't important to me.
Exactly.
Like I understand, like, you know, us being free, you know what I'm saying, our black community that they just do to see us out here living, you know, we're still living in fear, but not as much as back in the days. So like I say, to me, it's pointless, bro. I don't see I don't see what's the reason we celebrating. Like, it's like certain bills, like cuz say that we need to get passed to help our community, bro, because our shit is real fucked up, and they, you know, they see it. The ones that's doing it, they see it, bro. They know what they doing, man. But you know, and it's big, bro. Like the picture is big, cause even like celebrities with money, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know, it's not affecting them. They don't give a fuck. It's the ones at the bottom. So you know, we feel the effect, and you know, we living in poverty still, and you know what I'm saying. It's, bruh, I can't even speak on it. But as Juneteenth, it's just pointless. Pointless. Yeah, I never celebrate that.
I feel you, because we was gonna celebrate it. We was still celebrating Juneteenth before they made it a federal holiday. It wasn't like we wasn't already celebrating.
Yeah, man, you know, we already made it a national holiday, so you didn't do nothing.
You ain't do nothing.
You did do it. It's pointless, bro.
Yeah. All right, cuz. What about you?
Shit, I'm gonna go with both of y'all, man. Both of y'all said it so beautifully and angelically, bro. I agree with both of them.
I wish I could, you know what I'm saying, paint it a little better, but it's man, like I said, the picture
you said it perfectly, bro.
Yeah, you're right. You said it perfectly. The picture just too big, and you know what I'm saying. And Juneteenth is not even a big part of the picture. That's what makes it so, I think, appalling to people and disrespectful to people, because it's not even a big portion of the picture. It doesn't even take up enough to warrant enough of that kind of credit that I guess the government won't hand claps and shout outs for that shit.
Exactly, bruh. It just like y'all we was talking about the hate Asian crime and shit. Bruh, I could probably cry right now, bruh. Like, they shit. When did they start this shit? Like a year ago? And how long we been going through some shit? Yeah, and they can't make a bill for us, bruh? Man, come on, you can't tell me this ain't set up in their favor how they want this shit, bruh.
We get Juneteenth.
We get Juneteenth, bruh. Come on, man.
I feel you 100%.
That shit is flagrant, bro. You know, that's like an elbow to the mouth. Like,
that's an intentional foul. That's an intentional foul,
bro.
Yeah,
that's a foul, bro.
Yeah, that's a spit in the face, bro. That's definitely a spit in the face.
And then you get thrown out. Get out of here.
And then they they give you a pat on the back after they spit on your face. That's what they do. They spit on your face and give you a pat on the back as you walk out the door.
Oh man,
real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Go on now. Yeah. Go ahead and enjoy your fried chicken and your watermelon and your grape sodas. Yeah, go out there and enjoy this shit.
So since we going there, we got to transition, man. You brought it up, so we got to transition. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this, but the IKEA situation, man. This shit just happened. You know, within the last 3 days or so. Okay, right. So IKEA. You know what I mean? In Atlanta, you know, the Atlanta, I'm going to say, in Atlanta, it's in the South, in the Atlanta branch, you know what I mean, out there in their factory or whatever you call it. They call themselves, wanted to celebrate Juneteenth with a Juneteenth menu. Okay, let me tell you what the menu consists of. Okay, fried chicken.
Fried fucking chicken.
Fucking chicken, all right.
Watermelon.
It's always watermelon.
Oh, the bitches match perfectly for some reason, right?
Mac and cheese.
Of course.
All right.
They didn't say baked mac and cheese, they just mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Okay.
Potato salad.
All right.
Salads, greens. and candied yams. Okay, so when this happened, you know, like they had like a uprising, you know, within their company with all of the black workers. You know what I mean? So they had like over 30 something workers call out that they like, because like they sent this shit out and they fucking emailed. Like this how we're gonna celebrate Juneteenth. No black workers or no black people were even, you know, included in making this fucking menu.
Wow.
So a bunch of white people made this.
A bunch of white people. Exactly. They know what they're doing, man.
That's what I think they're like. Yes. And it's kind of fucked up because they're celebrating Juneteenth. It's pretty much like the way my mind think, you know what I mean? Of course, we all got that little dark place in our mind. I'm thinking like, hey, they just shitting on Juneteenth. Like, hey, y'all still ain't got shit. You know what I mean? Y'all some chicken eating, watermelon seed spitting niggers.
Exactly.
That's what I got from this situation, man. You know, it's fucked up that this shit still happening in 2021. You know, like a lot of people say, like, oh, we didn't know, we just thought it'll be what they like. But why not just involve black people, man? You could have saved yourself.
That's just like me. Yeah, go ahead, cuz. My bad.
Go ahead.
No. I was just saying, it's just like me slapping somebody in the face and saying, oh, I didn't think that was gonna hurt you. Like, come on, man. Like, seriously?
And I feel like that. My fault, but I feel like IKEA, bro, you could have just not done nothing. Like, you didn't even have to do anything for it, bro. Like,
exactly.
Why go and put yourself into this kind of situation where you could have just not did nothing and had it just a regular day like it already was, because they already called out. So why even? It's already, you already got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
But you know, was it like a worldwide celebration for IKEA? Because it seemed like it was just an independent store that did this.
Yeah, it was just that independent, you know, Walmart.
So it was just
Atlanta location.
Yeah. Exactly. So they just need to go ahead.
But I think that too is kind of crazy that you do it in the Mecca of black people. Like, Atlanta is kind of known as the Mecca of black people. So
Black Hollywood.
Yeah, it's like the Black Hollywood. Yeah, so for you to do it there is like even more kind of insulting, I guess you could say.
You can definitely say that. Yes, definitely insulting.
Like, I definitely think that shit fucked up, man. And the main thing about it is, bro, you know what I mean? It's 2021. Like, they still took it back in the days, like the chicken and watermelon shit, bro. We like crab legs shit now, man. We eating lobsters and shit out here, man. We eating all kind of exquisite shit nowadays, man. You know, like they like it's a mind thing. They want you to stay in that shit, man. Like, man, back when they had us pinned down. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Do better, IKEA in Atlanta. You got to do fucking better.
Yeah, that shit
definitely got to do better. Fuck that. The person that did it, man. Somebody slapped the fuck out of that dude. What the fuck did you think?
Okay. This, I'm gonna go to a random. I'm gonna skip my last topic. I'm gonna just go to a random. What y'all think about Trick Daddy saying Beyonce can't sing?
Oh, man. Beware the beehive. Beware the fucking beehive. Those motherfuckers are vicious, bro. They are vicious. They attack on sight. They don't wait. They attack on sight.
Yeah, you up out of there, man. What y'all think about that?
I mean, go ahead, cuz. You see, like you ready.
I'm ready.
Go ahead, cuz.
Unpopular opinion. It's an unpopular opinion, but I don't think that she's that great of a singer either. Like, I'm not saying that she can't sing. I'm not saying that she not a great singer, but she's not in my top 10 greatest singers though. Like, and I felt like that's what Trick Daddy was saying. Like, she's just not, because he even came back on another podcast and said that she's like in the 85 percentile. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, people get so butthurt over other people's opinion. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with that, because like I said, just because she's not Trick Daddy and a couple of people's greatest singers doesn't mean that she can't sing and she can't be great to some other people. But I didn't see anything really wrong with what he said, man, because like I said, she's not in my top 10 greatest singers ever. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my honest opinion.
I feel you on that, because honestly, she ain't in my top 5, 10.
Me
Not
either.
even 10. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like you say, I don't discredit her for her singing. She can sing.
Yeah, she can
But
sing.
I mean, as a great singer, I wouldn't put her up there. I felt like Kelly Rowland was better than her. Well, that's my opinion.
That's definitely your opinion. I don't stand that opinion.
So as for Trick Daddy to say that, I mean, that's his opinion. So I mean, if they gonna cut the man's head off for an opinion, well, god damn.
But before you go, cuz we did say this back on our old podcast that some people look at like she's a goddess to some people, man. Like we spoke about this on past. Across the globe. She's some people goddesses, man. Like they love Beyonce, man. They got songs out talking about love Beyonce and stuff, man. So I can understand how the fans is, but that Beehive strong.
So, I agree with you. I agree with y'all again, man. We can't remind it on this one, man. But just like I say, I'm gonna throw a couple of names out there so people can feel the power, of why we saying what we saying. You know what I mean? Like you got songbirds like fucking Whitney Houston, bro. You got fucking Aretha Franklin, bro. You got Mahalia Jackson, man. You got fucking Patti LaBelle, bro. You got there's so many women that put you in that make you cry, man.
Yeah.
You got Misty Blue, man. You got fucking Sade, man. You
got gospel singers that tear the roof off things and they be blowing, man. So they shit just move your soul. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at it. If I'm talking about greatest, they gotta make me feel some kind of way. When they sing it, make me feel some way. Fantasia. Yeah. I think that Fantasia's a better singer than her. That's what I'm saying. She's not even in my top 10 of just pure singing. She's just not in my top 10. Because all those people that you name are above her to me too. You see what I'm saying? And it's more people that we're not even naming that I just, that just can bring down the house when they sing.
Right now,
exactly.
I don't want no Beehive coming at me, bro. So might have to tone it down a little bit, bro.
they gonna cancel us before we get famous, bro. They gonna cancel us before we get famous.
Shut that shit down, bro.
Before they cancel it, let me save us right here.
All right.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to Carl Nesbitt, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
He came out and he's the first NFL player to come out as gay, man. Representing, the LGBT community. You know what I mean? And I just want to get mine off first, man. At the end of the day, even with any of these situations, I just feel, man, this be you, live your life the way you want to live it, and do whatever makes you happy, man. So it don't matter. As long as it don't affect my life, I could honestly care less, man. As long as my family good and smiling, you know what I mean? Do what you want to do, be happy, man, because I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm being happy doing it.
I agree with you 100%, man. And I agree that, he, I applaud him because it's hard to get up in front of the world and tell your truth. Everybody knows that, man, because you get all kind of backlash, you get all the things. So, you got to give credit where credit is due because, it's hard not to do it. You know what I'm saying?
We can say that, man, but I think it's a lot easier for the LGBT right now because they have such a powerful movement.
No.
If things were the way they were back then, I don't think he would have did it. But we're embracing the change. And,
that's what I'm saying. We embracing the change. Yeah, we're embracing the movement and all that things because what I'm saying, we still got a lot of people that are homophobe and they don't feel comfortable around these people even to the day. You know what I'm saying? And on the team and he in the locker room with a lot of men. You got to go to the shower area, so you got people feeling some kind of way. So it's so I feel you on that too, definitely.
Yeah, and that's still to this day, man. People feel about that. So so we gonna get to the meat, man. Hopefully, this don't carry out too longer, man. But I think this is a very, man, this is heavy, man. So let me just get to it, man. Okay, the last thing I got is the situation that happened with the young man. And I want to say Virginia. Nah, bro. Damn, you want to go with that? Yeah. Hold on, bro. Let me find this shit. Okay. Yeah, the cottage player that got catfished, David Etu, an 18-year-old cottage football player. You know, he got catfished by a 31-year-old man, you know, a transgendered man. You know what I mean? Their first meeting, you know, the meeting was about just, you know, getting oral sex. You know what I mean? He's 18, man. Bro, 18, you know? So you know how we think, man. You know how men are. So the first meeting, I guess, you know, the young David Etu, he got the oral sex from the guy. You know, with the transgender, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the next meeting, you know, on May 27th, I want to say, David Etu found out that the guy was a transgender. You know, he wasn't born a woman. You know what I mean? And, you know, things happened out of that. David Etu, you know what I mean? He beat the man to death. Beat the transgender to death, the woman to death. You know, like, it's kind of heavy, man, you know, and it's a, you know, serious situation, man. This type of stuff has to be talked about because like these type of situations are life and death, man. You know, a person has to live with, you know, stuff until they die. So, you know what I mean? It's a very heavy, you know, important situation, man. How y'all feel about that news?
I'm gonna let Pablo go first because I know I could be a little long with it on this.
Yeah, you probably can. I'm gonna just sum it up. Ask for what, you know, the information I got from that. It to me, I feel like he didn't have to kill the guy. Did he kill him?
Yeah.
Oh, so, yeah, he didn't have to kill the guy. But
He
I
beat
can
him to death.
understand. Yeah, I can understand his rage because let's just say if he does make it to the which one he was playing for, football, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say he made it big, right?
Yeah.
Like if that transgender can actually, you know, bring that up, it damage his image later on in the future. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand that. That's if, you know, if everything plays out in his favor, if he make it big. But as far as like taking a life, that I can't get behind. I understand that you got bamboozled, bro. And it might be hard to live with. I don't know what his religious belief or anything like that, but that's just something he got to live with. And you know what I'm saying? It didn't hurt you when you got the head. I mean, like, just by you finding out. I mean, I don't know if it, you know, psychologically fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? But as far as taking a life, that's too high of a level to go. And like, you know how I stand, you take a life, you give your life. So that's basically what it is with me.
What about you, cuz?
I mean, like we actually had a whole podcast about this type of situation.
Oh, podcast.
You know, and it's called like when you take people choices away from them. You know, isn't that considered rape?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so if something like that is considered rape, like it just depends on what shoes you're wearing. If that was a woman, like if it was like anything other than a heterosexual man with the beating up a transsexual, you know what I mean? Like I think people would take it totally different, man. But at the end of the day, like I think that he took the choice away from that young man. This older man was 31 years old, and this kid was 18, 19 years old. You know what I mean? So like, do you know how long it takes for like even the human brain to develop? Like the male brain doesn't even fully develop until like 25, 26 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's how we get caught up in the system and all type of shit. But that's a whole nother rabbit hole. But the way I feel about it, this shit was dead wrong. And you know what I mean? Like, hey, rage is a motherfucker. Like, rage, go look up rage and what rage means. You know, being caught up like feeling like you were raped and taking your man who was taken away from you. You know what I mean? Like, you're not in your right mind. And you're 18 years old already. Your mind hasn't been fully developed already. So at the end of the day, I'm sorry, that bro lost his life, but he definitely should have been honest with the young man, and not put himself in that situation.
100.
Definitely, I feel that too.
That's how I feel about it, sir.
Shit, man. You kind of took the words out of my mouth at the beginning when you said that we spoke on this before, man. We know this is not a new thing that's happening. This is a reoccurring thing that happens with transgenders. You know what I'm saying? And especially now, man, because what's another big topic that's going on is mental health. Like we're speaking about mental health, man. And you don't that white guy who did that to him, man, we don't know the levels of mental damage that he has done. And well, we know because he took it to the limit of taking that man's life. That's how much mental damage you can have when you do that to somebody. And it's just like being raped, like you said. If a man comes in and rape a woman,
what if he has done it to multiple people too?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Taking advantage of these people, man. He's taking
they're saying to come out.
Yeah.
So he feels okay.
And we live in a world of social media where social media would tear you down. You know what I'm saying? And him being, like I said, a prospect or somebody of this level, man, we know how all the times where people have traumatic incidents, PTSD. We spoke about this before. Like this stuff really hurts people, man. And we spoke on it in the last podcast, like, if you can't be honest, then you don't need to be doing that stuff, man. You don't need to be doing that because there's plenty of other transgenders. Then you got the whole community where you can find somebody that will accept you for that stuff and love you and don't have to worry about that. But these transgenders they're literally hunting straight guys.
They want to turn people out, man. The shit, like really, bro. They hunting. You said the right word, bro.
Yeah, they're hunting heterosexual males. They're hunting them because they get props or whatever they get. Because on the last podcast we talked about how they brag about these things, going and having sex with heterosexual men, not letting them know, feeling like it's a badge of honor and stuff. And we spoke on the last podcast. When you do this, that young boy didn't put your life in danger. You put your life in danger. You willingly knew that what you were finna do. You knew exactly that this boy wasn't about that stuff. You knew that. You went out there and you took away his choice. You bamboozled him. You tricked him. And I don't advocate killing, you know what I'm saying? But I can understand, man. Like I can't help but to say that I can understand, man, when somebody does something to you like that. You get into that rage mode and you get into that blind rage, and like how people black out, man, and you just attack, man, because he felt violated, man. He felt betrayed, man. He felt disgusted with himself. He probably looked in the mirror and couldn't even look at himself anymore because of what happened. That's how traumatic that was, man. And I think that people kind of brush that off because we're men and we're just supposed to always be tough and
about a man.
Yeah. It's always like, oh, you just supposed to fight through it. You know what I'm saying? Just brush it off your shoulders, man. And you know what I'm saying? It happened to you, take that L. Nah, man. People, especially in this day and time, people are not just taking the L, man. They're not just allowing you to do anything to them and just take the L, man, because like you said, he would have had to live with that the rest of his life. That's not like something that it's just going to get brushed over. No, that boy has to live with that thing the rest of his life, man.
He may have saved somebody else, but not even having to go through that.
Mm-hmm. And it, like I said, it's sad whenever somebody lose their life, bro. Like I'm not saying that it ain't sad that he lost his life because he got people that love him, but I feel too that the people that was close to him, that's how you don't got good friends. There's so many fake friends out here. If you was really that man's friend, that white dude or whatever, and I don't know if he was. Yeah, I don't know if he was doing this secretly. He could have been secretly, because people have fake lives. I don't know, but if anybody that knew that he was doing this, going around sleeping with heterosexual men and stuff like this, and didn't try to stop him, didn't try to tell him this is wrong, you are much to blame as that man. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. You condone that shit. And you know how everybody want to shoot down anybody that condone anything that they don't like. We quick to cancel them out. You know what I'm saying? And I also and I'm gonna tell you like this, it does matter that he was white. Like that shit matters, bruh. That shit fucking matters, bruh. You grown ass white nasty motherfucker gonna come over to this young black dude. Cause I really kind of wondered, was he out here doing the same thing to white men? Was he out here cause I feel like he was targeting young black boys. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and that's crazy, man. And it kind of hurt me in my soul and my stomach, man, because you know I have family that's in the LGBT community and alphabet mafia, whatever you want to call them, and they all honest about their stuff. They don't hide it. They don't try to trick nobody. They let people know up front, man. And I know people will sit there and say, "Oh, it's dangerous." Yeah, man. Shit, it's dangerous being black in America, nigga. It clearly it's dangerous being Asian in America. It's a dangerous world. But why would you intentionally try to make your life even more dangerous? Is how I see it. You feel me? So, you know, I don't know how much time we got, but you know, that, like you said, that's a very deep topic, man. And I don't think that people should just be quick to condone that black boy. Yes, killing is a way, but guess what? You got white cops out here killing black people every day, and you got them white people out there fighting for them to live, like, you know, knowing that they're in the wrong. So why would we be, don't come hollering at U2S media about that shit, my nigga, because listen, we allowed to fight for our people just like they fight for their people, man. And that was a young black man that got robbed.
Well, like you say, you don't know how much trauma that boy going through right now. So
and believe me, we know how much trauma he going through, bro, because he took it to that level. And you know, people done lost their life for less. So like, come on, man. So
how we doing on the time, baby? We can do
time up.
Hey man, but shit. Man, bro, this felt good, man.
It always do. It always do. You know, we always here to do. We always give the honest truth about how we feel. We always give you the real. We're not afraid to attack these type of subjects, man. And I think that's what makes us great, because we're not afraid of the backlash and the hypocrisy that come with it, man. I love y'all niggas, man. This is what we do it for.
For sure that. You already know that, man.
Hey,
I just want to say this, man. You know, to all the people, you know, that watch us, you know what I mean? They look to see us and they tired of us being so inconsistent. You know what I mean? Just give us a little grace. You know what I mean? Like none of us are in a place that we want to be right now. So we still, you know, fighting right now. You know what I mean? But we own U2S Media LLC.
We own that.
Follow us on all our shit, and we still gonna be dropping whenever we can drop, until we get to a point that we can do it consistently, man. Just rock with us, man. Shit, just know we love y'all, and just know we always gonna be here, man. Doing this shit forever, man. We own it, baby. We ain't on no fucking.
Before we go they thought we was, but we not, nigga. We here, and we here to stay. But I want to give quick shout outs to all our followers. Shout out to my homegirl Arena. She Fly Girl Reed, go check her out. She does podcasts with music. That's my girl. I love her to death, man. Go check out her podcast. It's on Spotify, Google Music, anything that's audio podcast. It's an audio podcast, but she got dope content. She got dope information coming out, man. I done featured on 3 of her podcasts. Shout out to her. Go follow her on Instagram and all those social medias. Follow us and subscribe. Leave like, comments, everything, man, because we want to hear what y'all think, man, because if you feel some way and don't let us know, we can't even rebuttal what you're trying to give us, man.
Or we can't improve on it.
Exactly, man. We here for that, man. We here to get great. We trying to be just like the Dangerous Morning Show, nigga. I feel like we better than them niggas, because them niggas be out there capping.
Yeah, a lot of them cats be big cap. Well, like
and
my
ain't no
boy
cap.
Nudie say, well, that's a big cap.
It goes all the way to your neck.
All the way to your neck, bro. We here. We aiming for the neck. No filter.
That's what's up, man. I love y'all, boy, man. We out this batch.
U2S.
We up to something, bitch.
U2S Media.